Good evening. How's everybody today? I hope you're doing well. I'm about wore out again, and I had a break yesterday and work today. I'm wore out already. You want to see what I've been doing? So this is what I've been doing. I did the top today, touched up the red, and then painted the whole top piece purple or lilac, whatever it is. And then all the stuff that I've been fixing and cracks and everything, touched all that up. And it almost looks like it's already finished. But it's not. I've got to paint underneath there, up underneath by that light. So tomorrow I'm going to caulk between the house and the what do you call it, overhang, whatever you call it. And then, so next to the house. Caulking that up there, and right up in there too. And all along, all the way around the house. Getting a little bit dark now. And the kitchen window, and all around the door where I touched it all up, it almost looks like it's complete. Very nice. A little bit dark around the back of the house, no light there now. But I'm very happy with what I got done today. I was not happy being on the ladder. I'm like one step above halfway on a 6-foot ladder, so I guess about 4 foot off the floor. Around the back I could hold on to the roof system, the extended roof, I could hold on to that to balance myself. But in the front, I'm like standing up there looking like this, trying to see what's going on, trying to look through my glasses at the same time to see what's happening. The sun's hitting my back, I'm dripping with sweat, and I feel wonky on the ladder. I was like, this is not fun. But I did it, and it's done. So tomorrow, I'll be caulking around the top part of the house on the ladder. Next to the house and away from the house. And that's all I'm going to do tomorrow. So if I'm going to get this done, I need to look after myself a little bit, because it's just too much. Especially when it gets up. Today it was 34 degrees centigrade, so you're dripping with sweat. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get it done. So tomorrow I'm going to caulk it, let that go off, and then Friday I'll start painting underneath by the little brushes around the outside, and then the small roller to do the inside. I went in, had a shower, had a little bit of a rest, and a couple of drinks of tea and water. Put a t-shirt on to come outside and talk to you, and I'm starting to get hot already. I said, no, t-shirt off. I'm not sweating, forget it. So this morning I was talking to a friend, and they said, have you ever rode a horse before? I said, sure, why are you asking? They said, oh, just curious, because I think they're talking about trying to find a place to go ride a horse. And they said, when did you ride a horse, or when did you learn? I said, I guess I was about 10, 11, 12, something like that. I used to go to a place, pay and ride a horse. And you know, as a kid, you really didn't need to be taught how to ride a horse. You just get on it and do it. Anyway, I rode, you know, you pay so much per hour and ride the horse. And then I said I rode it when I was in the Falklands. In the Falklands? I said, yep, rode a horse there. I was asked to go with the farmer who was going to, he was riding a horse, and he was taking 2 more horses with him from Fitzroy to Bluff Cove, which was about a distance of about, hard to say, maybe 5 kilometers, something like that. 5, 6, 7 kilometers, I can't really tell. It was over a steep hill, down the other side, across through some streams, across a bridge, through a few paddocks. So maybe 5 or 6 kilometers, I'm not sure. So I went and I did it. But I can tell you, because I haven't rode a horse for a long time, my bum was really sore. So, and then stayed the night at the farm, and then come back the next day. But talking about it, I remembered a story that I wanted to share with you. This was about 1982, right? Christmas, New Year, 82. So it's like New Year's, January, February, something like that. So the we had a Gemini, which is the inflatable, like a salt craft or lifeguard boats, a black one, with a pretty big powerful motor on it. and went out into the water. Me driving, and then about, I think there was 3 other guys with me. So I told this story before, but I got some more information. So we went you know, to this island. I think it was called Pleasant Island, I think it was called. Anyway, it was about 40 minutes away by boat, you know, salt craft. So we get there, and the guys wanted to go for a walk. I said, go ahead, I'm staying with the boat. And they said, why? I said, because if it disappears, we can't get back. So I'm staying here with the boat. Anyway, there was a sea lion come, and played with the sea lion a little bit, and then they came back. So on the way back, we're going quite fast. The engine's loud. They're in the front, holding the front down, so we can go a little bit faster to get back before dark. And then there was like a big bump underneath, and so they turned around and looked at me like, what are you doing? And you know, you can't talk, you just saw sign language because it was too loud. So I said, I don't know, you know, I don't know what it was. And then there was like another bump, and they looked, and I said, don't know. And then right next to me, like at arm's length to the right of the boat, what looked like a dolphin, but it was black on top and white underneath, jumped out of the water. And I said, you know, I just thought, it's not a dolphin. So I thought porpoise. So I shouted, porpoise, porpoise. And they said, oh, shut up, shut up. Anyway, 2 seconds later, there's a couple bangs on the front of the boat, and 3 of the same animal jumped out of the water right in front of them. And of course, they seen it this time, and they were like, oh my God, you know, all this sort of stuff. So, you know, since then, I said it was a porpoise because it's black and white. But I've looked a few times, and I don't actually see a porpoise that represents what it was that I seen. So remember, this is 1982, so what's that, 18 and 19, is that right? 82 to 2000 is 18, plus 19 is 37 years ago. 37 years ago, it had been about this time, 37 years ago, maybe last month, right? 37 years ago. So 2 days ago, I'm watching YouTube in the evening, I think it was actually Sunday night, and I seen a documentary, a National Geographic documentary, and they said there was a pod of about 1,000 of these, they call it dolphin, black and white things, but it's actually called a southern whale dolphin, and it doesn't have a dorsal fin. And I'm like, hey, and it's a little bit bigger than a dolphin, a normal sized dolphin, but it's called a southern whale dolphin. And I look at it, I thought, that's it. So it's taken me 37 years to find what it was that actually jumped out the water next to me. I was like, no way. So all the time I've been telling this story, people were like, really, really, really? And there it was. The camera that I use to do my videos each day is a Sony 5100, and it's a brilliant little camera, but it doesn't like the heat, and it keeps kicking off, and I have to let it cool down and put it back on. So it shows you what the temperature is like here still, and the sun's gone now. But here's the sunset. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to sign off and go in the house and cool down with me and my camera. Okay guys, short one today, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm progressing with the painting, and I'm not crazy. I did see a black and white dolphin, southern whale dolphin. Please have a look at the video. It's not mine, but it's in the description so you can see it. Very interesting. 1,000 dolphins in one pod, they said. Okay, so I'm going to sign off and say good night. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the best, guys. Good night. Take care.